Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible. Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family record. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan. As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to number 89.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me. A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner. Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember. Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the two Cyclops killers.
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
What's the connection between that and Shoko? Why did you stop? Was that the whole story? You mentioned a detective. Hey.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate. This appears to correspond to the green thing. A switch. An astute observation. Ow!
Well, guess we have to investigate without...
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers. A winter iris.
I know.
Huh?
You can do it.
Stop it! I got one! Aw,
Did the green stuff react to...
a phone. It won't stop. It stopped.
I don't know.
I guess it
Date, you've got 5 minutes.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something!
Cork.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
A book? Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number...
It might. We're...
It's ringing again. It stopped.
I am curious, but...
You're a police officer. I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A book. I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know.
Number 8. A book. Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
A picture.
Just a picture.
It isn't coming. It must be into...
Like you...
No.
Like me.
No. A picture.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
I don't have a pen.
You don't have to go that far. Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable. What is that?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do? Piercing stare.
Yeah. It is.
passed out when it looked at me. It left.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
You insane.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
What?
Kiss her.
You... Like,
You are like one of my limbs, Iva.
yes,
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please? It's Hitomi. A book? What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing...
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki told...
That situation was... a book.
A green book.
I do not think there is any...
All right.
It's Hitomi. A skull. I must be mouth.
Just give it a little kissy.
I am serious. No reaction.
Oh, but that...
I do not need a skull.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Would that...
Dead.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was...
Unknown. It's Hitomi.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
It's a,
Is that like a...
a desk fan, only...
Oh, right.
A book. What?
We're driving...
By
Yeah.
that... A book. I did...
All right.
A sk... Would...
Dead.
Oh... So...
Who's...
It appears
Maybe a soy...
it might also be
Yeah, like a...
a turtle ninja. It's a seal. Take this! Do not...
Sorry.
It's a seal. Hello?
Huh.
What?
Who's that?
Dante! 30 seconds!
What do I do? No thanks. What?
Iva.
Date.
Shit.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
Would...
Dead.
Oh. So...
Who's...
A book.
A green book.
I do...
Alright.
What?
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
A book? What?
We're dry.
By...
Yeah.
That... It's a seal.
Dante!
Sound like a...
30
desk
seconds!
Huh.
Hello? Ah. What?
Who's that?
What do I... No! Stop!
Stop right there!
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she? What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89? Boss? Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow. The hint is that it must be a cryptogram. Some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Maybe after I...
What? You think a... Look, Date!
Why are you getting it? Maybe if you get a high...
Do you really think this isn't an...
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
No.
Damn it, Boss. I could beat her over the head with it. Iva, can you hack this PC?
I will try. Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
So Sejima. Why? Why? Boss?
Can you please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi.
Sorry, we can't. Is this cold storage where?
Seems to...
Not a manga cafe?
No, but
You know a lot.
predicting this.
Let's see.
Either that...
Hey, Iris is a...
Stop right! The heavens call. The earth cries out. Hold on, Tessa! I will see... Yeah! I will protect...
Is this from the...
This is Oto's... It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help...
Somnium scan!
Curse you, polar bear! What if I rush in like this? Damn it! If I go in like that,
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not... The ice up... This is for... This is...
What?
those who don't... Damn! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have... An oil, though it is... Acetone? What is this?
I eventually stopped thinking. That's... I have to fight back with something!
A remote control...
Maybe there's no power.
You have 3 minutes, Tate.
It appears... is an
Aiba, aim for the...
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
Now it will... I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth. Right now...
This is a no...
A remote. Here it goes. I hear some sound. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Ota looks frightened. Ota will feel...
The ghost inside me with... That's right. I can't run away now. Awaken the soul! Maybe this!
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait! I can almost make out their face!
Pewter, force shutdown.
Stop! Stop it!
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his somnium.
Yeah. I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or, you can lick my shoes. Either or.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Date!
Don't blame me, that was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Or, how about this? Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
Guess so. Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I have more experience than you.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city? What?
Date, what is the matter?
Date! Are you alright?
Hey, this is...
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation. Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
I'm off today.
Why? Today's Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
I see.
You probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Date, please.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Mizuki! And Date.
Ota, are you okay?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I don't want to get in your way. I should head home before I cause any more trouble.
No, not at all. You're fine right here.
No, really, I should go. I'm sure that he has more fun with his friends than with me, so...
Thanks, Mizuki.
Huh?
You came to visit me, right?
Oh, yeah. Right.
It would be awkward to admit we are only here for the investigation.
Yeah.
Forget me. Are you okay? You passed out last night.
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel much better after a good night's sleep.
It sounded like you were having a nightmare. You kept moaning something about Reika.
Seriously?
Seriously.
No, just what I told you yesterday.
All right. You know, if you weren't in the hospital, I would slap you upside the head so hard you start remembering things again.
Like shock therapy?
Whoa, old school. I thought Abyss was more future tech than that.
We are. But if it ain't broke, you can learn a lot from the past.
I see. Maybe you should hit him.
No way.
Ota's pretty energetic for being in bed all day.
He's the type that gets annoying around women.
So, we still don't know who the culprit is?
If you remember anything at all, please, tell me.
Well, maybe that all depends. If you could get me, say, Tessa's toothbrush, it might jog my memory.
Are you really gonna do this in front of Mizuki?
It's fine. Mizuki proofreads the light novels I write. I'm sure she's used to it by now.
What are you making her read?
Lots of things, like...
Wait, Mizuki, you don't have to tell him!
Have you heard about Iris? The nurse was talking about her a minute ago.
That she's still in the ICU? Apparently the surgery went well, but she hasn't woken up yet.
Hey, Ota. Next time we should fold 1,000 paper cranes to wish that Iris will get better.
Yeah, we could even make her a life-size crane.
That would be a somewhat troublesome gift.
I heard that you fought off the killer and saved Iris. That's so cool, Ota. You have a wound of honor.
No, not really. Well, I guess a little. Calling me a hero. It's kind of embarrassing.
I didn't call you a hero.
It is a good thing Iris was saved, but he's still irritating.
Even more irritating than seeing cosplay in public.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, you two just got here.
It's okay. We saw you. Now we can go.
We already have Ota's testimony. it is unlikely he has any...
Right.
Where to now, Doc? Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah? Date, what are you doing?
Sorry, what?
Does this have anything to do with the investigation?
No.
Huh? What?
What are you doing?
I'm putting the investigation on hold. I'm going to a Tommy with her. I've made up my mind. You can't stop me.
Side effects of the medication. This is acute brain failure.
Wait, are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Date, you're being annoying again.
Do you know how angry I can get, Date?
Let's go to it. So that's the situation.
I see. Someone with an injured left leg, huh? I've looked into it, but I still don't have anything. The case is still as fresh as a young man's juices.
What?
I have...
I never got to tell you, but I think she's... I could just eat her. Oh, don't worry. Date!
You said that on your own.
Oh, come on. Isn't a gentleman supposed to cover for a lady's...
Who is the lady?
Don't ask me.
Sorry.
Damn, I thought you of all people...
I am an informant, but really dangerous. But I promise, I'll keep...
Please do.
And if I find something, you have to take a bath with me.
Absolutely not.
Oh, why?
Because you take up all the hot water.
That's your issue?
I promise I won't. I'll even take the costume off.
It's a costume?
Mm-hmm. And I look good without it.
No.
You sure? You still look a little...
What?
Haha. Yeah, because it was funny.
I'm going to expose your browser history.
What?
7 ways to take home a cabaret girl. 3 minutes with a married woman.
Stop, stop! I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I see gay people on TV all the time, so it's not weird to me. The LGBT community is rich in sensibility, has excellent taste, and is full of talented artistic people. And they share a common struggle. It makes them more sensitive and capable of sympathy. That's why so many of them are kind and caring. And they choose how to live their lives on their own terms. It means they have a strong backbone. So because of all that, I really respect them. They're even kind of cool. And that means you too, Mama.
Oh, I love it! Bravo! 6 million yen to you!
You can transfer it to my account. Hey, Mizuki. What's inside that backpack you always have on you?
Why?
I'm just curious.
Well, water, dehydrated bread, chocolate, biscuits, a flashlight, a hand charger, Swiss Army knife, triangular badges, a first aid kit, whistle, portable toilet, a plastic bag, duct tape, a grenade, a magnet, disposable hit.
Do you have an entire disaster relief kit in your bag?
Better safe than sorry. I'm ready for anything.
Perhaps I misheard, but wasn't there an illegal item in there?
Right, the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I'll look the other way.
Thanks for the chat, Mama.
Oh, leaving already?
I have an investigation to finish, but I'll be back.
You are so impatient, even though you take your time in bed.
Don't say things like that.
In bed? What does that mean?
You don't need to know. Let's go. I guess it was a waste of time.
Yeah, I didn't find any clues. Because this is where Daddy's corpse was? I told you before, it's fine. I was the one who said I wanted to come with you. Not really. Yeah, nothing we can do. I remember telling you before, that Bloom Park is an important part of my memories. Before it shut down, I came here a lot with Daddy and Mom. They fought a lot. But sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together. That's why I remember it so well. I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me. so I wouldn't fall. Other than nope. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
Why is that?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced by the worst memory possible. I couldn't get on many of them because I was so little, but I did ride the Ferris wheel. And the panda ride. They're kinda tame now, but at the time they were really fun. I was having so much fun, it felt... Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park. They came out all blurry and out of focus. But Mom wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together. Hey, Date? How do you define family?
Define it? You mean like being blood-related?
That would mean you and I could never be family. Well, I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
This is what I think. A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back. Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is. That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary. Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward. Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
I killed Mom and Daddy. I was never a good girl. I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me. And why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working and start doing business with dangerous people. If I was just a good girl, Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
Why me?
Hey, haven't you had enough?
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
Ever since she was a baby, no child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time. She's still abnormal even now. Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl...
She sounds like a normal kid to me. Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's you.
I'm doing more than anyone! Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal!
Date, honey, you can't work her up like that.
Sleeping at home, not knowing that her mother is crying her eyes out because of her. What? Why? I finally get some time to myself and you want to end it?
Date, really? Just let her talk a little longer.
I quit my job for that girl. I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life, but one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice. I know you should never raise your hand to a child. I know that, but I have a good reason. She doesn't listen to me, so what else am I supposed to do?
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason to hit a child.
So of course she starts crying. And it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop. And Mizuki cries and cries some more. Why are you crying? If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Then I wouldn't have to hit you. Stupid Mizuki. Stupid girl. It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
Have you talked to Renju about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone. Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Date.
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
It was my misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally, but some mothers just can't do that. Well, no, maybe she does love her. But she has a hard time of it. Shoko was never hugged by her mother. Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing. Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki. When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young. It's just like that.
I'm not going to let you set up a joke. Listen to Ren's story. When you two are done talking, that's when I'll close up.
Sorry about this.
Why are you asking me about raising a child?
Yeah, good point.
Really? You're not even going to say, "Oh no, Mama, you'd be a great mother."
But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, "I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor?" Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one.
No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Yes. Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage, maybe Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached. I have a company now.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development. I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about. Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
That might be it. Maybe this is partially my fault.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two are both awful parents. I knew about the whole thing. That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki. Mizuki, you did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine? Did you come here to pray that you find the criminal?
No, I don't believe in God.
Wow, how edgy teen of you.
Don't call me a teen. You're 12.
Well, you said that you got the shoulders of a 40-year-old.
That's not even remotely similar.
So why are we really here?
I sometimes come here when an investigation stalls. It helps me think. Sometimes I even solve the case from here. This is a quiet, peaceful little spot in the middle of a violent city. It's calming. It keeps all of the bad thoughts away.
Didn't expect you to be such a poet.
You could at least call me a romantic.
Same thing.
They're not at all the same thing. It's the difference between someone who's frugal and someone who's cheap.
You're stubborn about weirdly specific things.
Coming here reminds me of when I trained you.
Yeah. It's been a while since we came here last.
I have nothing more to teach you. Let us see the results of your training.
Leave it to me!
Begin! Well, this is on you.
Huh?
Hey! What are you two doing?
Mizuki! Run for it!
Wait for me!
By the way, whatever happened to those kids who bullied you?
Oh, did I not tell you?
No, you haven't said anything about it. I didn't want to pry.
They stopped bugging me as soon as I threatened to fight back. They targeted some other kids instead. They did terrible things. So I broke all their front teeth.
Jeez.
Hey, since we're here, let's go into the shrine.
I told you, I don't believe in that stuff.
Come on. What did you ask for?
To leave this boring place as soon as possible. And you?
It's a secret. When you tell people your wish, it won't come true.
Then why did you ask me?
Because if your dream doesn't come true, mine is more likely to.
You're more crooked than a hernia.
Huh? Anyway, where to next?